So, Pete Hegseth has announced Operation Southern Spear in the Southern Hemisphere, aimed at supposedly interdicting all of these drug runners coming out of South America. And in response, Venezuela is claiming it will conduct a massive mobilization. Honestly, Venezuela's claims look more like deterrence theater and a nod to domestic politics than any kind of real action. But the more the Trump administration escalates forceful rhetoric when it comes to Venezuela, the more they will have to likely pull the trigger on such a mobilization. As of right now, Caracas is staging land, air, naval, and reserve drills under President Maduro's Independence Plan 200, while also folding in Bolivian militia alongside their regular armed forces. And they're doing this to advertise a national resolve in the face of Trump's hawkish actions and rhetoric. Now, as a part of Operation Southern Spear, the United States has deployed the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group and is stationing Marine amphibious forces, conducting bomber flyovers, have forward deployed F-35s and MQ-9 Reaper drones in Puerto Rico, and is expanding its maritime interdictions under this newly named Operation Southern Spear. Now, the Trump administration is selling it to the American people as a counter-narcotics operation, but it really mostly looks like a coercion operation aimed at the Maduro government. Now, the deployment package here, though, doesn't make sense for either side, whether it's drug interdiction or coercion. If the mission is drug interdiction, a carrier strike group is an extremely expensive way to merely chase down networks of drug runners using small boats in the Caribbean. If the aim is to leverage and pressure Maduro with a credible threat of invasion, this force presence is far too small, and it'll only galvanize broader South American anger at the United States, other than Argentina, who is being paid for their loyalty. Now, here's what the package honestly should look like for each potential reason Trump is doing this, whether it's an interdiction or it's for coercion. But if it is for interdiction, you put Joint Interagency Task Force South in charge and replace the carrier strike group with 4 Coast Guard national security cutters, 8 to 10 fast response cutters with law enforcement detachments. And if you want to have the Navy come in, you can deploy 2 Navy surface combatants with helicopter lily pads. On top of that, give them 12 to 16 additional helicopters and several P-8 Alpha detachments. And if you want constant surveillance, sure, throw in 6 to 8 MQ-9 Reapers who can be assigned to Coast Guard missions. Then you conduct those arrests and exploit for intelligence. Now, on the other side, if the Trump administration is trying to coerce the Maduro government, the massive forces that they're bringing with this Operation Southern Spear just isn't enough. Neither are the logistics capabilities. And I'm not advocating they need to bolster. This is ridiculous, flat out. What's going on here is patently ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, a single carrier strike group is limited in its capability here. For that kind of operation, you would need 2 carrier groups plus Marine expeditionary units, 1 or 2 guided missile submarines, 4 to 6 destroyers, a large bomber rotation with fuel tankers, cyber electronic warfare cells, fighter aircraft, all forward deployed, drones operating from Puerto Rico with Patriot deployments to harden the hub. Now, the first wave would be a brigade of Army airborne units, and to support all this, you would need pre-positioned sea lift for a full division, if not more, on a prepare to deploy order. That's not a small event. That's a massive muscle movement, and that planning just isn't there right now. So either Trump is overkilling drug interdiction by several orders of magnitude, or he's trying to nickel and dime a coercion campaign. Either way, it's inappropriate and is likely going to backfire while not stopping the flow of drugs in any meaningful manner and just pissing off all our neighbors to the south.